Hi, everybody. This is Steve Kodad of the Feng Shui Cure. I'm coming to you from Sarasota, Florida. So I'm on the other side of the planet. A little introduction to myself. I'm a internationally known, nationally known Feng Shui master. I was a former realtor, real estate agent myself of 19 years in the Charlotte, North Carolina area. And I now coach real estate agents around the planet, basically, especially in the United States and in Canada. And I'm looking forward to introducing you to a very, very good and experienced real estate agent in the Texas area. So let's go ahead and get started. And a recording will be sent to you very soon. Now, the climate in the Dallas, Frisco, Plano area has hot summers and mild winters and a lot of different lifestyle possibilities for you and your family. So if you have clients that are considering moving to this area for whatever reason, especially, of course, employment, you'll find this is a really very, very friendly area. I like to tell people about the areas that I'm talking about with respect to the rainfall and the employment situation. The temperatures in Dallas metro area look like this. You definitely have some warm and hot days in especially July and August that reach into the 90s. But otherwise, as you can see, there's quite a range. Again, the winters are very mild. You can see in January and February where the winters are. Uh, the temperatures are between 40 and 50 degrees, so it's very mild. And that's also the same for November and December. The rainfall is fairly consistent. It's driest in July, but they get a lot of rain, anywhere from 3.5 to 4.5 inches between March and May and June. And then the rain picks up again in October. And yes, believe it or not, the Dallas metro area does get some snow. Not a lot, but it does get some. As you can see, we're talking about an inch in January, February, and even into December. And your clients can expect in the Dallas area fantastic falls. They do have a change of season. They have beautiful springs, and there is an awful lot of events, summer events in the Dallas metro area that your clients, the clients' families can certainly enjoy. One of the things that I really find interesting are the sports. So we'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. This is their baseball stadium in the Dallas area. Now, again, they have a lot of sports teams and more than I even have listed here, but they do have a football team. I know football for you is thought of differently. And they have an NBA basketball team here, the Dallas Mavericks. They have a baseball team, the Texas Rangers, and they even have a hockey team of the Dallas Stars. But they also have two soccer teams. And I know, again, you call that football. So we have an FC Dallas club and we have the Dallas Sidekicks. So you might find that very interesting because I know those are very big sports in your area. And even another thing that might be of interest is they even have a cricket league. That's right. They even have cricket. So I know that also is very big in your part of the world. Now, the cost of living and the housing costs, I want to give you sort of an idea that you can pass on to your clients. For example, if you're interested in buying a domestic beer in this area, it goes about $6.50. For gasoline, which of course is important in the United States, people, of course, do an awful lot of traveling with their vehicles. A gallon of gasoline currently in the Dallas area is about $3.02. And very possibly your client, if you do refer a client to this really great agent I'm about to introduce you to, they might need to rent in the area to start with as you're looking around for houses. And a one bedroom outside of the center area of Dallas goes for about $1,500. Now, the Dallas urban culture area really is very, very vibrant, very diverse, which I think is a really something that your clients would really enjoy. A lot of entertainment options. The cities of Frisco and Plano, which are also covered an awful lot by this real estate agent, are only 40 minutes away from downtown Dallas. And they're easily accessible, and they have a lot of things for families. Here's a map of the Dallas area and the outskirts. This real estate agent that you're about to meet lives in Plano. So she's really, really strong in north of Dallas and into Dallas. So if your client is looking for a home in Plano or Allen or McKinney or Frisco, you find out that she really knows these areas very, very well. There are a lot of Fortune 500 companies in Dallas. So employment is very plentiful in a lot of ways. I do understand that quite a few people from India do move to this part of the world because of technology. So I wanted to let you know that not only does Dallas have an awful lot of tech jobs, so does Frisco. And for example, Oracle is here. A lot of employment possibilities. But there are other technology companies too. The Asian population statistics, I would think, might be of interest to your client too. Dallas has over almost 48,000 people that are considered to be Asian. Frisco has an Asian Indian population of over 4%. And Plano has an Asian population that's around 23%. So probably you have heard of feng shui. You might have understood it to be called something different, like Washnu. And I know Washnu is very, very similar to feng shui. And I hope you understand that making your clients, if you refer them to her, will be very, very happy with her services and they'll remember you the same way. So they'll be very appreciative. So I'm going to introduce you to an outstanding real estate agent who uses practical feng shui techniques to ensure your client's home buying is a very, very positive experience. Her name is Nazira Nurani. And Nazira knows multiple languages, including Hindi. And this is a little bit about her. As she says, from the moment I stepped into real estate, my focus has always been simple, helping people move into the next chapter of their lives with clarity and ease. With over 2 decades of experience in the service industry in this lovely area, I have built my approach around efficiency, communication, and a deep respect for each client's unique journey. She moved to Dallas in 1981 after getting married in 1980, and they wanted to build a future for their family. And as she says, my goal has always been to guide my clients with honesty, care, and clarity, and to make sure their experience is not only smooth, but positive and pleasant. I believe buying or selling a home should not feel overwhelming. That is why I work hard to simplify the process and provide truly full service support from our first conversation to a closing day. Now, there are a lot of ways that Nazira can help your clients, much more than other real estate agents in the area. And that is one of the reasons why I wanted to introduce you to her. I coach people from around the planet in using feng shui to help in their real estate business and practice. Here are some of the things that Nazira is going to do for you. She looks at the entire environment for a lot of things that other agents have no idea about. And if you know anything about Washington, you understand what I'm talking about. She'll find things like poison arrows that really hurt a person's comfort level. She considers the macro and the micro environment. Most agents only consider the micro environment, just the subdivision. She'll give you all of the particulars about the whole area. She looks at a floor plan. She's been trained to look at a floor plan of what might be missing that would actually impact the success, the health, and the productivity of your client. And she'll even tell you whether it can be resolved or not. She checks directions and how to correct them or to use them to your advantage. She checks the flow of energy, how it moves through a home and how it distributes. She will list problems for your client that might be a problem physically or even mentally. She's really, really into handling color schemes that may create an imbalance or would impact sleep patterns for the whole family. Her training, which has gone through me, we really take into account the idea of making sure that everybody in the family gets a good night's sleep and is energized and ready to meet the world the next day. So let me give you some contact information about Nazira Nurani, a really, really top-notch agent in the Dallas metro area. She works for Home Smart Stars. This is her email, her phone number, and her LinkedIn profile. Please check out her LinkedIn profile. You'll find it very, very enlightening for you. And she would like you to know if you have any questions that you have on the schools, recreation, go ahead and contact her and she will respond really quickly for you. So again, I hope you'll decide to get in touch with Nazira Nurani for your clients, and she would love to talk to you. Thank you very much.